Hey YGC game fans and Yu-Gi-Oh fans, both alike. This week I am bringing you the monster card Helpwemmer. It's a fiend monster that has a dark attribute, and its special effect is that it can't be special summoned if it's in the graveyard. And if it's in the graveyard, every end of your opponent's turn, they randomly lose one card from their hand, and it is automatically sent to the graveyard. But Helpwemmer's special effect makes it so it has to be in the graveyard before the effect can be activated. Now, this card was first introduced in the English version of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime May 22nd, 2004. It was episode 126. It was during the Battle City Finals, and it was used in the battle between Joey Wheeler and Yami Merrick Ishtar. Now, Merrick had brought this out by tributing one of his monsters, and Joey didn't know its special effect. And he had a Rocket Warrior and a Panther Warrior both out on the field. And Rocket Warrior can lower the attack of any monster on your opponent's side of the field. So he lowered this one, and then he tributed one of his other monsters to make Panther Warrior able to attack it. Ended up destroying it. But then when he ended his turn, one random card was taken away from his hand, and it was his Jinzo. But he eventually got it back when he used a magic card question, which brings one card back from your graveyard, one monster card back from your graveyard if your opponent incorrectly chooses the monster that's on the bottom of your graveyard. Joey ended up losing that battle because he wasn't able to attack using Gearfried the Iron Knight. But anyway, now I'm going to show you a situation that happened to me when I was facing Cyrus earlier this week. I was letting him borrow some of my cards because he was running low on cards because he misplaced some of them. Yeah, I know, idiot. And so he had the Giant Soldier of Stone and the Heretic Dragon of Esset in those two modes, defense and attack. And I had one card on the field. It was this, Mystical Space Typhoon. But as you can see, he had absolutely no magic or trap cards. So that was of no use to me. I already lost a lot of cards in my graveyard. And the only cards I have in my hand are Amphibious Bone Growth MK3 and Helpwemmer. Now, I know that he's going to get destroyed if I even try and put him on the field, because he can't destroy the Giant Soldier of Stone, and he can't even think about attacking the Heretic Dragon of Esset. So there's absolutely no point in putting him out there. So now it's my turn, and I need to draw. Luckily, I drew Change of Heart. Now with this card, I can use it against one of his monsters and make it mine for the duration of the turn. And I would activate it. And then I would choose the Giant Soldier of Stone. And you'd think, why? Why not choose the Heretic Dragon of Esset and just tribute it because it's the strongest monster? Well, I'll tell you why. Because if I tribute the Heretic Dragon of Esset, I still won't have enough attack power to destroy the Giant Soldier of Stone if I tribute it for Helpwemmer. So if I choose a Giant Soldier of Stone, I can take out the Heretic Dragon of Esset. Yeah, and so I would tribute that so I can summon Helpwemmer in attack mode. Then I destroy the Heretic Dragon of Esset. But then, on his next turn, he activated Dark Hole, which sent this to the graveyard. Now, this wouldn't have done anything. It would have just destroyed the card, but the effect still would have happened, so it doesn't really matter. But then on my next turn, he had only summoned one of my other monsters, the Raging Iria, in attack mode, and attacked me with it. Now, I saw the Amphibious Bug Growth, and I just drew the Rhinotaurus. I would have summoned the Rhinotaurus in attack mode, destroyed the Raging Iria, and I was ahead the rest of the battle. So, at the end of his next turn, Helpwemmer's effect actually kicked in, and he lost one of the best cards in his entire hand, the Cyber Dragon. I started laughing my ass off. He started to cry. Not really. He's not that big of a baby. But anyway, that's how Helpwemmer works. join me next week. Please actually put something in the comments so I don't have to look through my deck for something random. I actually chose Helpletter randomly out of my deck. But, you know what? Doesn't really matter. I did it. Be happy with it. Sign off. Yami. With YGC Games.